Okay, you've been told enough times that your hearing's not so great. You're at the restaurants at church. Nobody can, you can't understand.
You can't hear.
Time to get in. How do you select that doctor?
It's very important when you're deciding on a hearing aid who you go see. There's several types of people that can fit hearing aids. There's audiologists, there's hearing instrument specialists. Audiologists actually have a doctorate degree in hearing science, and so they're the best qualified to fit your hearing.
Well, and when you say instrument specialist, before we started filming, you were naming these national names that I recognize, and I think, oh, they're not even audiologists. They're
not.
Instrument specialists, meaning they know a hearing aid and they'll stick it in your ear.
They do. They have some training. They have to have graduate from high school and have a couple classes. They used to have so many hours, but I was just told that they have taken away all the hour requirements.
Wow.
And so it's kind of like purchasing your eyeglasses at Shopko versus going to see the doctor.
Exactly. Well, I'd gotten some contact things done at a big box store, and it didn't work. There was no doctor to go back to, never used them. It was wasted money. And I think about that the same way here with hearing. It's more important than that.
It is. There's a lot that goes into hearing, all the way from the sound wave clear up to the processing of the brain. And as audiologists, we have our doctorate degree, and we studied all that. We spent 8 years in college learning how to do that.
Well, and you have your doctorate degree, but you also have this continuing education and are board certified.
Yes, I am board certified, which means that I've taken additional classes and continue to take those additional classes, subscribe to ethical standards that are above and beyond the typical audiologist.
I love that. So that's how you go about selecting your doctor, right here, Dr. Daines. Let's talk about the process then. We come in, we get our hearing tested.
Hearing tested. After we find out what hearing aid works best for you, we talk about it and let you select which youth style you think would work best, but we do it based upon your hearing test and what the requirements are for you to hear better. But we give you many choices and let you decide what you think is going to be best.
And then each hearing aid is made for each in particular ear.
Yes, it is.
And this is a kind of a machine that helps with verifying that the sound is correct?
That's what it is. This is one of the few in the valley. So what it is we put the hearing aid in the box, or we can also do it in your ear, and we measure the output of the hearing aid to make sure that it's giving you the sound that you need.
You know, he's so careful about being boastful. Can I say this is the only machine in the valley, other than maybe the university? And you're the only board certified. Well, there's 2, but in the state of Utah, there's only 10. And so you're one of the few. You're so careful about that. But anyway, okay, so your machine here specifies on that sound.
It does. We're able to put in what level your hearing's at, your thresholds, where you can barely hear sounds, and then we also put in where sounds become too loud, and we squeeze all those sounds down into an area where you can hear them, but they're not too loud.
So by the time I get my hearing aid, that's all been done, and then you test it again with me.
Yep. Oftentimes we don't use this right at the start because when we first put a hearing aid on, people say it's too loud. We can't go to the target level right at first, and we have to slowly increase up to get to where you feel comfortable with the sound. Once we reach the prescribed setting, then we use this machine and make sure that you're getting all the sounds that you need.
Excellent. Okay, on down the row here then, you've got some other equipment here.
Right here, this is how the hearing aids are all programmed. We enter your hearing test into the computer, and it comes back and says, this is how much sound we need to put in with your type of hearing loss. But that's based on the average person. We know that average person doesn't exist.
Right.
And so we fine-tune the hearing aid to get it exactly how you want it.
Well, and I suppose that's maybe what some of these others that aren't doctors or these hearing device specialists or whatever, they don't have this kind of equipment, right?
Most of them have this. Most do not have this other where we're actually able to measure it. They rely totally upon how does that sound, where here we're actually able to measure the physical output of the hearing aid, make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Okay, excellent. Okay, now there are a lot of different hearing device instruments that help us?
There's a lot of things that have come out on the market. The biggest thing in hearing is to be able to bring the speech sound above the background noise. Background noise is the #1 problem with hearing aids, and we want to get the speech above that background level. This product is a product that connects to your hearing aid, and the person wearing the hearing aid wears a little thing around their neck, and
is there a visual of it on the person here? Yeah.
It's actually a Bluetooth device. You can connect it to your cell phone. You can connect it to any Bluetooth MP3 player or anything, and then you can hear the music in your ears or wherever. But it also connects to this little microphone right here. This microphone is something that you can clip onto your wife's coat, shirt. If you're in a noisy restaurant, you clip it on, and whatever comes out of her mouth goes right into that microphone and then into the hearing aid.
I love that. I just love that the technology out there, anything to help us hear better, wonderful. Now they also have a phone.
They do have a phone that's a caption phone. All of us have been paying a universal access fee in our telephone bills for as long as we've had telephones. This goes to pay for the captioning service for those people that are hard of hearing. One company has come out with a captioned phone that will actually print the conversation on the phone, and so if you can't hear it, you can read it.
Wow, and you can actually provide these to customers free of charge?
They are free of charge.
Amazing.
You have to come in, I have to certify that you have a hearing loss, and then I can get on the computer with you and order the phone, and they'll contact you and come and set it up in your house for you, and you don't have to do a thing.
Isn't that amazing? That's fantastic. Now there's still yet another one we wanted to show. These little earphone type things are molded to your ear. My husband uses these when he's on his Harley, and he can listen to his music, and you can actually mold that to each ear, right?
Yes, I love these things. I use mine all the time. They're a custom pair of headphones that you would plug into your iPod or MP3 player, and it allows you to listen to music or whatever without all of the noise. I use mine when I mow the lawn. A lot of times people mowing the lawn, they turn the music up so loud so they can hear over the lawnmower that they're damaging their hearing. And so this allows it to keep the sound, the outside sound out, and just bring in the music.
So really, this is actually a good choice even for someone that's not suffering from hearing loss. This is something that you can just do as your earphone.
It is. My little brother works for Smithfield City. He spends a lot of time on a lawnmower. I bought him a pair for helping me out a little while ago, and he wears them while he's on the lawnmower for the city.
Well, Alan loves it. My son Jake, when he's on the Harley with Alan, they both enjoy it. In fact, he rides his own Harley now, and he just can't get over these protective earphones.
They fit in just like that, custom made to your ear. They're also, if you've seen entertainers, they're the same type of thing that they use when they're playing.
Okay. Well, so as you can see, why would you go? Where would you go? It has to be here with Dr. Daines and Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Let's tell them where you're located.
I'm at 485 North Main Street, right across from the Zions Bank on the west side of the road, next to the Kabuki Grill.
The man you can trust and the man you want. He wants to treat you as family. Right?
I do. Everybody that comes in, I consider them my friends. You're treated no different than my grandma would be.
I love it. I love it. Thanks so much, Dr. Daines.